The conference that these images were taken at is an annual conference which takes place at various different marae around the country, and for 1994 it takes place at the Parihaka settlement in Taranaki, which is a very important place in Māori consciousness and New Zealand history, because it's the settlement founded by the Māori prophets of the 19th century called Te Whiti o Rongomai and Tohu Kākahi, who led a indigenous-based tribal, non-violent tribal movement to try and hold their land against the pressures of land acquisition from the settlers. They predated Mahatma Gandhi by about 70 years. The conference, the Ngāpuna Waihanga conference, will take place at Parihaka, and I hope to be there just to continue the documentation that I've been involved in for the last 20 or so years. I could explain my interest in photographing in the Māori area by saying that it's through me being a participant in a lot of the events of the past and the recent past. I photographed the first Treaty of Waitangi Day protest in 1971 in my own tribal group, which is Ngāpuhi, which is where my mother's people come from. And I've been photographing through that period of the 70s and the 80s, and people are just getting used to seeing me around at various occasions, whether they're Hui's conferences like this or whether they're situations like Māori Land March 1975, the Waitangi marches of 1984 and various occasions like that. And it's getting to the stage now where recently one person said to me, "Oh, we're going to have a hui to get together a sort of a history of recent Māori protests and situations, and we want you there because we know you've got all these photographs." The other thing too was that having changed my camera format, or having added a 6x9 camera, which these are shot on, I found I was actually doing sort of different style, more contemplative, whereas most of my previous work has been done on a highly mobile miniature format 35mm camera. With a view camera, you've got tilting lens boards, so you can tilt the lens board forward. Technically it's known as the Schreimflug effect, and so the foreground, and it maximises the depth of field for objects in the foreground right through to the background. And so that's something that you just cannot get with 35mm cameras. This was taken at a little dining hall along the coast from the main conference venue, and is basically a sort of a still life of the big flax mat whāriki that the local ladies had woven. And about 2 or 3 images down the proof sheet is the photograph of the woman who wove the mat. With the people photography, the process of taking a photograph ends up more to be quite an occasion where the people sort of sitting down and sort of they're all very aware of the camera, and they're sort of participants in the process. Whereas, if I may show a photograph taken 10 years ago, this is a candid shot where the people in the photograph are unaware of being photographed. And also you're almost getting back to a sort of an early 20th century appearance in the photographs. But I just keep on doing it because I'm just adding to an archive.